How are you doing? This is Stephen Ruckman with Merk Farms Hunting and Hunting Land Advisors. And for this video blog post, I am going to, I think, give one of my capstone speeches about hunting leases. I've been doing it for 10 years. I'd like to say I've seen almost everything. I've worked with, I don't know, I do tens of thousands of acres a year, hundreds of tracts a year, and thousands and thousands of hunters. And so again, I know a good bit about this, and oftentimes there's a lot of frustration and even negativity sometimes around hunting leases. So I've looked at things a good bit. I've got maybe 2 or 3 capstone kind of topics I think I've figured out, or speeches, if you will, to help give you insight on why, hey, it's to be expected. Hunting leases, finding a hunting lease, it's not necessarily the most cut and dry or even enjoyable process. So I want to take a few minutes here and just break it down for you. Probably the number one, definitely, I think the number one reason why hunting leases are so difficult to find and so difficult to settle on is because hunting leases are like dating. It's got the same dynamics with dating, and dating, as you know, can be an up and down process. So let me go ahead and just break it down for you and explore why hunting leases are like dating. Well, the first here is there are a lot of options. Similar to dating, I mean, my goodness, technically everyone you see is a potential option. We see hundreds of people a day, some people thousands of people a day. Technically, everyone you see is a potential to date, depending on, of course, all things being equal, married, not married, whatever. But technically, almost everyone's an option. Similar with land. Land has been here before us. Land will be here after us. The land relatively has not changed. It may change form, it may change what's on it, but the land space is relatively stable, and it's almost everywhere. So there are a lot of options. I mean, you drive around the road, you see countless amounts of pieces of land. Sometimes it's everywhere. So there's lots and lots of options. Similar to dating, I mean, you have a lot of options, technically everywhere you look. Now, it gets into the nitty gritty on similar to dating. You may have a lot of options. You may see a lot of people. But, a big key is you got to find somebody that also wants to date you. And again, there's a lot of things that go into that. And I've seen all kinds of factors, and we'll keep going over some of them. But just similar with dating, there's tons of land. Everywhere you look's a potential opportunity. But, that land, or definitely the landowner, has got to want to date you back. You can look all day long. You can want all day long. You can see that person on the street or in your class or at work or wherever, church. But at the end of the day, you're inundated with options. But again, they've got to want to date you back. That land, that landowner, that land has got to want you back. And again, if you've dated, everybody's dated that's probably watched this video, that's a frustrating process. Many times we have just seen something we've got to have, and they don't want to have us back. So again, hunting leases, it's similar dynamic. There's going to be some frustration. There's going to be countless things that catch your eye that, they don't want nothing to do with you. So again, it can be frustrating. Again, why is it like dating? Well, again, land is similar in that it offers a lot of the same things when you're walking around. I mean, the sights. Just seeing the land, looking at it, wow, I want that. I want that piece of land. That looks like something that I really like. Again, same with dating. Something catches your eye, something about it. Wow, the way it lays, it's awesome. I just got to have this. The colors involved. You see that person in that really nice outfit or that pretty dress, catches your eye. Land is the same. Gosh, I don't know about you, but I love, I grew up hunting in the deep South where everything relatively stays green or it just disappears. And I've got to hunt most of my life, whether I lived in the area or not, in the upper Southeast and Midwest, where seasons change. Man, those trees start to pop, that color comes out. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's mesmerizing. Again, similar to dating. something catches your eye, got a certain color here, a certain look, man, I just got to have it. Get you excited. Land is that way. Same as dating, gets you excited. Again, the diversity, there's so much diversity on land. Again, diversity of options. Maybe you like to hunt that crop field. Okay, that's good. Maybe you like me, I love to hunt fields that are just there. Got those 6 to 8 foot cedar trees taking over. Got that brisket to, cheek high broom sage for those bucks just to walk around, especially at rut time, looking around, feeling safe and secure. There's a diversity, just like there's a diversity of options. Again, you go to the same church with somebody, you go to walk the same streets, live in the same neighborhood. There's a lot of different options, a diversity of options. And again, just like, I like to hunt that overgrown cedar field. Somebody's got to say, hey, just put me over a field of fresh cut corn, and that's my jam. That's my heaven. Okay, land, same as dating. There's a diversity of options, and there's a diversity of things that, catches your eyes from, like I mentioned, the color of the land, what's going on with the trees, diversity, what's going on with the land type. Also, hey, the smells. Man, I tell you, probably still to this day, some of the best things that memories, and I think research says this as well, smells tie you to memories more so than probably your vision. You are inundated with vision, and things just get bypassed all the time. But smells, I mean, I can still recall right now, the smells of hunting, going out, whether it's smelling a field being hayed nearby, some alfalfa being cut, or smelling that difference in the air is, just everything's going on different in the woods, smelling a field being cut. There's just different types of smells. And again, that's what drives you to that land. That's what drives you to go out there. It's the same as dating. I don't know if you've ever been on a date before, or, it's the same. I mean, there's just, hey, some perfumes are better than others. Me, as still to this day, man, if there's some type of vanilla, if on a date or something, there's some type of vanilla perfume or something, oh man, that is fire. That is fire. Now that's kind of my thing. Everybody's got a different thing, but again, looking for land, hunting lease, same as dating. I mean, you've got, again, your sights, different colors, diversity of types of things you want, different smells. Another thing is probably, again, I equate it to the same as romance. That's involved with the mystery. I mean, the mystery of it all. I don't know about you, but again, even above the smells, probably my favorite thing about hunting is just being engaged, different smells of the woods, different times of year. But the mystery of it all. You look at those woods and you're just filled with just imagination, a mystery. I wonder what's in there. I wonder what's going on in there right now. Maybe, when I get to the top of this hill, I wonder what's going to be over there. Same as dating. I mean, all of us are trapped in our own minds, our own bodies. You don't ever really know what your partner is absolutely thinking. And, especially when you're dating, figuring, trying to feel things out, you don't have any idea, well, does she like me? Does she not like me? I wonder what she's thinking. Will she like this? Will she like that? Same as hunting and the hunting leases. You're out there like, man, if I lease this property, man, that hill looks good. Oh, it's got that crop field there. Oh man, I wonder what's going to happen. I just believe that, this is going to really work out well. Well, it's a mystery. You don't have any idea. I don't have any idea. That's one thing I try to stress to all my hunters that ask me about hunting leases is I really have no idea. That's part of the excitement, is it's a mystery to me. It's going to be a mystery to you. But again, going back to why there's ups and downs and all this hunting lease stuff, it's the same as dating. You've had the same type of feelings when you're dating. What's the mystery of this woman? What's the mystery? I think this is going to work out. Oh, and dream about, oh, we're going to do this together and that together. It's the same with the hunting. I mean, you're sitting there all tangled up. This buck's going to stand up from this field, and I believe, I got to stand here. Mystery involved. I mean, hunting and hunting leases, It's just like dating. And again, I'm just trying to bring it in. There's about 3 topics I've got. Again, I'm going over why this can be a frustrating process, why you need to be real chill about it and have realistic expectations on your search. Okay, you've dated a bunch, have all kinds of stories, especially probably somebody my age. You know, okay, it's going to be the same with this hunting lease search. So bring it down a notch and understand that this is dating. It's going to be an adventure. A lot of the same dynamics going on here. And I keep kind of hitting on this different tastes and all these things that I've mentioned on why, you know, finding land is like finding a great date, a great mate. There's just all of these different tastes. You know, as I mentioned, you know, there's a certain way, a certain land that, like me, I don't need crops on a property. If I've got that field that I was just mentioning with, you know, the overgrown, the broom sage, you know, some sticker bushes growing up and, you know, a couple 100 square foot in it, you know, the cedars, you know, just that 4 foot, 6 foot, 8 foot tall cedar. Heck, I'm fine. Daggum, find me just even a tree to sit in that's got a good crook, you know, with a good vantage and a good shooting, you know, and I'm fine. As a matter of fact, I'm good. But again, some people are not like that. Like, oh, there's no crops on it. No, ain't no good for me. Ain't no good for me. So again, different tastes. You know, some people go into cows. I mean, some people, they don't have any type of issue hunting on a cow field. Like, oh yeah, I got it. It's easy. I've had some people, dude, if there's even a cow on an adjoining property, oh, no. Heck no. Look, the same as dating. I mean, we all look, you know, the same woman walking around. And if you're a lady watching, the same man walking around, you know, you have those conversations over and over again, like, oh my God, she is so fine. Oh my goodness, have you seen her? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that maybe your jam, but your buddies are like, okay. Or they joke like, man, you know, you think she's a 10, but I think she's like a 6.5, 7, right? Again, everybody's got their own style, their own taste. Land is the same as dating. Everybody's got their own style. 2 people can look at the same person, say yes or no. That fires me up. That doesn't. 2 people can look at the same piece of land, yes or no. So again, you know, you have to be realistic when you're running around looking for hunting leases. You know, it's dating. You know, dating's up and down. Dating is different for everybody. So again, you have to understand that. Also, hunting leases are similar to dating in that people get possessive real quick. You know, you found a good date, you found somebody you really like. Oh hell no! You're checking to make sure. You know, are they texting a lot more than usual? Or you're out at a party, you're like, I don't know. I think my buddy's getting a little bit too friendly here. Like, hey bro, you know, just step back a little bit. Or like, hey, you know, what was up with that? Like, you know, don't be busting my, you know, in front of people, especially not in front of my girl. You know, that's kind of messed up. You know, same with the hunting leases, man. You know, people get possessive. You get that lease, oh, heck no. You know, oh, you better not come on there. Or, hey, you know, I think somebody's mowing a little too far over the line here. Or, hey, you know, who is this person that was on here? Oh, that was the owner checking on their, you know, checking on the crops. Oh, okay. All right, just making sure. Or, you know, all kinds of things. And hey, I agree too. You know, I dislike trespassing for sure. You know, probably the worst time of year is the mushroom hunting. You know, all of a sudden, you know, people show up on cameras running around, you know, hunting for mushrooms. Hey, right. And at times it's similar to possessiveness, rightly so. You know, like, hey buddy, you know, it's kind of over the line here with my date. You know, you need to kind of, you know, reorient and go somewhere else. Same with the hunting lease, same with hunting land. Hey, you know what? This is my hunting lease. You know, you better find a way to pick your mushrooms elsewhere because, you know, you're overstepping your bounds here. So hunting lease is same as dating possessiveness. As soon as you get a good one, oh man, you know, the possessive comes in real quick. And again, most of the time, rightly so. I've seen some instances where it's like, hey, you know, you can't really still prevent the landowner from coming on here. And, you know, you can't prevent the farmer from cutting the corn. And, you know, I understand, you know, there can be, you know, you have your wants, but, you know, you didn't buy it, you know, which leads me to my next subject is, dating is similar in that, hey, you're probably going to date for only a certain amount of time. I don't know about you, but I can't imagine many people are still with the first and only person they ever dated. The first and only person they ever took to Applebee's. The first person they only took to the fair. Or the first person they only took to the movies. I have, it's very rare that you're still with the person you're watching this on the first date. Same with hunting leases. This is going to be for a term, probably, usually a year. And then that's kind of, the dating term is up. Or maybe all of the things you thought, all the mystery, all the things the way it was going to work out, the possessiveness, all kinds of things came together. And hey, you know what? This was a good date or it was a good idea before, but now it's time to move on. So we get dating, hunting leases, same thing. Oftentimes I see people stay, just 1 year. Usually people stay for longer than that, but again, you get that 2-3 year range. Very rarely do I have anyone that stays on a property 3 years or more. Same with dating. This is, we had a good relationship. It lasted for a while, but, it's time to move on. Why? Well, your taste changed. There could be all kinds of reasons. Your taste changed. Unfortunately, just like dating, which is my next topic, is, you kind of maybe found something new, or you kind of maybe found something better. And again, my next topic is hunting leases are the same as dating, is that realistically, you'll probably always have one eye out for another option. Probably one eye out, one nose to the ground for, well, I'm not above taking the upgrade. And hey, I've been on that end where I'm sure a girl's upgraded from me, in their mind. Obviously, I'm the best. But in their mind, hey, they took the upgrade. So hunting leases, hunting land's the same as dating. It's going to be more than likely for an amount of time, and more than likely you've got one eye out for something better. So there's always a game there. And again, my hunters play it with me, and that's why landowners work with me in my market, is because I just tell them honestly, like, look, as much as the hunters like to butter you up, and, if they talk to you, they like to sweet talk here and there, just like dating. The honest truth is, more than likely, they have their nose to the ground and their eye open at any time for the upgrade. Yes, Mom and Pop Smith, you got a great 100 acres and it's the best thing it's heaven on earth. And just like dating, oh baby, you're the best thing ever. I love you so much. But, let them know of a property that's 150 acres for the same price, and I can promise you that they're more than likely going to take the upgrade. So, hunting leases like dating, there are other options out there all the time. Like I said, there's options walking around. As I started with, there's just a limitless amount of land options. Land is everywhere. Same with dating. There's a limitless amount of people. Yeah, you've got that one you like, but unfortunately, human nature, have an eye out for other options, and it's a common thing. This is kind of a real one, and I'm getting to the end here, but hey, you know what? Newsflash, dating costs you money. Dating costs you money. And magically, in case you don't know, hunting leases also cost you money. So, there's a cost involved with these things similar. Dating, hunting leases, same thing. There's a cost involved. I don't know about you, but dating isn't cheap. Last I checked, and even whenever I was young, and now that I'm old, I think it still seems to cost you, and it doesn't, hasn't gotten any cheaper. I'm amazed at the cost of things, like a lot of people. But again, dating costs you money. Dating costs you money to keep that attention, really honestly, to keep that affection. Who you're dating likes to see that your money's good, your money's right. Hunting leases, same thing. It's going to cost you. That's all there is to it. Because why? Well, there's a lot of people wanting to date that person more than likely, especially if it's a good one. Okay, so you should not have any problem spending money, because this is the same as dating. Okay, you want to date, you want that property, it's going to cost you. And if it's a good one, it's going to keep costing you. And you should walk in understanding this. It's the same as dating, okay? You want to keep it, you're going to have to keep on spending on it. And then that's the bottom line, because the competition is fierce. I'm amazed. I see it, more and more, honestly, where all of a sudden somebody finds out about a property I got, and they just come along with a fair amount of money. Well, look, it's the same in dating. You got a good one? Heck, that's catching the eye of somebody else out there, and somebody else maybe with a little more money, which is why I stress to my hunters all the time, pay early, keep working with me on price. I try to keep things stable, but look, I know this. I get all sides. I don't want neither you or me to all of a sudden have to cross the bridge of somebody just walking by and having a good bit more money for that date, having a good bit more money for that hunting lease. It's the same dynamics going on from beginning to end. Hunting leases, hunting land is dating. The dynamics are the same. Okay, so you have to know that it's not going to be a cut and dry process. It is up and down. It is emotional at times. But just like hopefully you've matured enough in your dating life, you need to mature in your hunting lease search. It's going to be up and down. Dynamics are the same. You got to keep on hunting, got to keep on digging, and, keep on looking for that one that works out and wants to date you back, and everything kind of falls in, which is pretty much my final. Everything's kind of, without going over this, kind of just led right into each other with my notes. But it leading to that, just like dating, and no matter what else, when you know, you know. Okay? When you know, you know. Man, it's the same with dating. We've all been there. Man, you see that person, you see all this stuff, and even you hadn't even done this analysis yet, but just whatever, your deep brain, your deep consciousness, man, you know what? When you know, you know. You see that person, oh, wow. All right, just caution to the wind. I know. Okay, I know. I got to have it. Same with the hunting land. Again, you know. But again, it comes back to it's all different for each of us. But I go look at lots of land. I probably have looked at more land than anybody in the United States, and I'll probably go to bat on that. I'll go to, I don't really know if anybody's looked at more land than me in the old United States. And I tell you, I get it still. See a place, for me, wow. I don't need to spend no time here. I just am from the road or maybe from a hill. Wow, this is it. This is my kind of deal right here, boy. My kind of deal. What's it cost me? And again, it's in those situations, I don't care what the cost is. You know what? We're going to make it work out. We're going to make it happen. So when you know, you know. So again, hunting leases are like dating. I've got a couple more similar subjects, talks to kind of help you understand why the hunting lease market is the way it is, why your search is the way it is. Probably the number one is hunting leases are like dating. I'll just run it down for you real quick. Got a lot of options. You're filled with sights, colors, smells, diversity of options, mystery of options, mystery of what's going to happen with this. Everybody's got different tastes. People tend to get possessive right away. It's probably only going to last for a certain amount of time. Year, 2 years, 3 years. You always have your eyes out for other options. Always looking for the upgrade. It's going to cost you money. That's all there is to it. It's going to cost you just like anything of any value, especially dating. And then finally, when you know, you know. So this is Stephen Ruckman, Merk Farms Hunting, also Hunting Land Advisors. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this helps you. Hey, bring the temperature down a little bit out there with your hunting land search, your hunting lease search. It's dating. It's going to be up and down. There's going to be things you thought you were going to win at and you lose. There's going to be things you thought you're losing at and you're going to win. You're going to be up and down, round and round. And again, got to stay level and just got to stay on that search. Keep those eyes open. So again, hope you enjoyed this. Have any questions, any other topics you want me to cover? Been doing this over 10 years. This is Stephen Ruckman, Merk Farms Hunting, Hunting Land Advisors. And hunting leases are dating.